Dobre vieche, guys. Good evening to you in southern Colorado there. As you can see behind me, the Olympic torch is lit up. It's been lit up since Friday night, but I've been here for longer than that, for over a week now. And in that time, I've learned that things are just a little more difficult here in Sochi, and I'm not talking about the time difference or the language barrier. The challenge of doing a story has never been more challenging than right here in Sochi, Russia, and it's all because of an army of security. 40,000 Russian police plus another 37,000 military troops form what the Russians are calling the Ring of Steel, keeping terrorists out, but also limiting access inside.
We know that also the Russian security forces have a very close cooperation with international security forces, and that everything is being done to secure these games and to have the athletes and all the participants enjoying these games in a safe and secure environment.
As the crow flies, our path from our hotel to the media center should only take about 5 minutes, but because of a complex bus route around the Olympic Park, that trip can take almost an hour. When the bus stops at the IBC, or International Broadcast Center, we then go through this security checkpoint, one of many in the Olympic complex. The security officer waves us off when we point the camera at him. With a computer that scans our work visa, then after a metal detector and X-ray machine, we're finally allowed to go inside. NBC senior national correspondent Jay Gray is covering his 8th Olympic Games. He says this year's might be the most challenging.
It's definitely a challenge, and I think Russia poses more challenges than some of the other Olympics. Not only do you have concerns about security, and you see a very stepped-up security force here on the ground, but it's also the language barriers, it's the proximity of the events. You've got the mountains, you've got the coastal cluster, so there are a lot of requirements, a lot of stresses to getting the story here in Russia.
Now, unlike Jay, this is my first Olympic Games that I've covered, and I can tell you that I've learned that the venues are actually closer than they've ever been in an Olympic Games. So in that sense, things are more convenient. But when you factor in the endless army of security guards, there's really no such thing as convenience here in Sochi.